Because I think it's recording. I don't know. Technology.
Just smile.
Technology.
Very smile.
30 seconds. We've been having internet issues too. Okay, it says it's published, so we can refresh. It says we're live. We should be good to go.
All right. Good evening. It's August 20th, 2026. I'm going to call the Township Board meeting to order at 7:49. In attendance, we have Board Member Adam Schaefer, obviously myself, Trustee Chris O'Neill, and our Administrative Assistant Sue with us in attendance. Mark was unable to be here tonight.
Due to illness. Due to illness.
Just need a motion on the past minutes.
Motion.
All right, got a motion. I'll second it. All in favor, say aye. Aye. In our packet, we had the monthly June and July's bank statements that we just needed to sign. Don't have really any old business, but we do have new business tonight, and we're going to start off with the budget review.
So I emailed last month the proposed beginning of this, end of July, the proposed budget changes for 2027. Highlighted in yellow were the line items that I'm looking to change. Still a very fiscally tight budget. Really the only changes that I made were places that we were at or slightly over budget, and those were uncontrollables. Utilities, fuel costs for the fire department. Obviously, fuel has increased. You know, we're doing a budget in July, August, adopting in September. We don't know what fuel is going to be, 6 to 12 months later. So made recommendations for some increases there. Plan to, the request will be to increase the CUME fund, just allocating some money that's in savings for some additional equipment that needs purchased next year. I've got a meeting set with fire chief, deputy chief, and battalion chief next week. We're going to sit down and look at their plan, their wants, needs, and reevaluate that 1-3-5-year plan that they put into place last year to see where we are at. Still some equipment to be purchased yet this year. They did get some of the opioid settlement dollars, so they're in process of getting the O2 Cascade system, which is what that was a request for, and 2 additional AEDs. They've got a couple of pieces of apparatus that don't have AEDs, so they will be getting, hopefully, I think at that point everything will be outfitted with an AED. They've got one that's chopped, time for replacement, so moving there. Moving into that next line item, the review with the DLGF. Sue and I sat down last week and had our pre-budget workshop with Judy Robinson, the DLGF rep for our taxing unit. I'm happy to report the budget is fundable as presented to you gentlemen last week or last month. So as far as DLGF is concerned, it's fundable. She had no issues. We are shifting the levy. Right now, for the last 2 years, it has been max levy towards assistance. And so DLGF says you should have anywhere from a 6 to a 12-month operating reserve for each of your funds. Obviously, when I came in at the end of 2023, we were at negative $38,000 in the assistance. You can't tell somebody we can't help you because we don't have money. So I shifted that first year. I shifted that levy to full levy towards assistance to try to bring that. Obviously, in 2024, we were able to finish that year making up that $38,000 deficit, and that was not anything more than a slight reduction in assistance requests, and then having proper guidelines in place to make proper decisions on assistance. So now that fund, now the assistance fund, it does have that 6 to 12 month operating reserve. We're going to shift a little bit of that back. That could potentially ease the burden with SB1 or SEA1. Obviously, we don't know what that's going to look like. It was delayed a year. So we're going to start shifting that back towards Township General to hopefully not need it. We'll see what happens. The goal will be, at some point when we can get everything fundable, then look at other options too. So G was good. We got the green light. That's really all I've got from him. I mean, that's kind of the big thing is that DLGF says it's fundable.
Can we take that extra money towards the end of the year if we don't use it? Can we put that into the ACUM fund for the event of purchasing?
No, not for Township General or Township Assistance. Those are restricted funds. Those funds stay.
Gotcha.
So obviously with the road fund that we established last year, 30% of Township General, whatever's left, would go into the road funds, pending your CIP. That's where the CIP comes into play. But no, township assistance funds are restricted. They only stay in township assistance by design. Obviously, unspent money in CUM, and then even in the fire operating fund, those just roll into savings, which is why you'll notice on that CUM, on the budget proposal that I sent out, the CUM fund increasing $15,000. That's just to buy some additional equipment. We're going to see where we are Q4 of this year, budget-wise. Might even be able to get some of that going yet this year. There's a lot of wants and there's a lot of needs.
Sure.
We had a major repair on ladder 23. Not getting too far off, but just talking money. I did increase. You'll see in the fire operating fund, I increased maintenance and repair. We had a pretty catastrophic failure of ladder 23's pump. Pump shift was completely seized. It had to go to McQueen and Whitestown. They came on site, deemed that the repair was too extensive to do on site, so they sent it to down to McQueen and Whitestown. Still awaiting that final invoice. They were in the process literally while the truck was there getting repaired. They went from one invoicing system to another, and that's been a growing pain for them. So we're still waiting. Their service manager left and installed that too for a different job opportunity. So still not gotten that. I've got a ballpark of where I expect it to be, and I'm anticipating that it's the majority of the repair budget for the whole year. Thankfully, it was not electrical. It was cylinder-weights, pump shift. They had to replumb the tank for the pump shift because it came out of the bottom and it filled with water, which is what seized the pump shift. While that truck was there, I went ahead and had them do a full PM on the chassis and the ladder. So that truck's got some love this year. I had it pump tested as well while it was there, because obviously NFPA requires that yearly. So it's pump tested, it's ladder tested, it's had a full top to bottom PM, and then the pump shift repairs itself. It does need front brakes. They said they are safe for now, but they understand budgets, especially limited township budgets, and that we need to probably address that sooner rather than later next year. I'm waiting on a quote from them, and I'm waiting on a quote from Rowe to just go ahead. They said that it was kind of hodgepodge, that there was new pads, but one rotor looked new, one rotor didn't look new. Moving in, so I made sure and I asked 3 specific times, is there any safety concerns with the braking system on the ladder? Because if it isn't, going to tell you to fix it right now.
Right.
We don't cut corners when it comes to safety, obviously. So that's that. We'll wait and see, but that explains the increase there. Unfortunately, as the trucks just get older and older, the maintenance costs are going to increase. So that's more discussion later. But that's where we stand on that. Obviously, the public hearing is the 25th, which is this coming Tuesday, 5 p.m. here at the township office, and then the budget adoption is slated for September 30th at 5 o'clock here at the township office. Moving right along. If you're good with that.
Go ahead.
CIP.
No, we need motion.
For for Form 17. Let me do CIP and we'll come back to Form 17.
We're gonna go to the CIP next?
Yeah, just dates. I'm not gonna go into that yet.
Oh, just dates?
Just since we're talking dates. So CIP, we are not required to do it, but just because we are not required does not mean that we can't. So I'm continuing the CIP. We will hold the public hearing and adoption on September 30th as well for that. It'll coincide on the same day as the budget adoption hearing or the budget adoption meeting. It's just, I think it's best practice to just continue to do it. Show people our need. It's the capital improvements, what we need. It's not necessarily a want list. It's just as much a need list.
Sure.
Categorizing those capital costs from air packs to radios to a new engine. It's heavy fire.
Right.
We're pretty solid in the office and the day-to-day functions here for now. But that bugaboo is the fire service. So going back to Form 17 first, you should have Form 17. Just need a motion.
Yeah.
You need to make a motion to adopt that.
I'll make a motion to adopt as written our Form 17.
And that's no changes in salaries for 2027.
A second.
All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
So that passes to the.
So on the CIP, updated it. Actually, I don't use this one because I got it on my marks here.
You've got colored one.
I know. It's in my other folder. Took everything off from what we've already done. Matter of fact, you should see it. You've got the completed there. So for 2025 last year, we bought hose, the brush truck, had to buy some new interior doors for the station that were in dire need of repair. We put the new security / camera system in the fire station. We replaced all 3 garage door openers. Now we initially only CIP'd for one. We ended up replacing all three. All 3 were obsolete, unavailable to get parts. They did cut us a little bit of a break. We did that last year there at the end of the year. Looking at 26 this year, obviously the O2 Cascade system will be implemented before the year is over as well. We still do, for 27, we do need to replace an exterior steel entry door. It's that further west door. It is secured, but it needs replaced. It's got rust, significant rust, and it's just time. So 27, I still got tornado siren on there. You'll notice an engine's broke down over 3, 27, 8, and 9. With the fire operating in the cube, I mean, you can see historical data on those last several years. We're running anywhere from 85 to 100% of budget every year, and that's tough because these are needs that are on the CIP. Fire gear, haven't bought any fire gear since 23. There may still be a couple sets ordered yet this year. I actually talked to the gear rep yesterday. We need to get into a replacement plan where we're cycling so we're not hit with their mass. Yeah, absolutely. Got some new firefighters that have certs for the interior. So I think there's 2 that need ordered yet this year. I'd like to get in the habit of buying a couple sets every year. We're not just going to buy gear, but that way we're making sure we stay within the 10-year mark, as well as if we get new qualified firefighters.
Yeah, where everybody gets 2 sets.
And that would be a goal, of course, to achieve.
Long term.
But we've still got some that are just now transitioning from exterior only to being able to go interior that are still in the tan. So I'm following Shane's lead, Chief's lead on that. But we've had several discussions about it. You probably did notice on that fire kind of bouncing around a little bit, but just talking CIP and budgets. I took some miscellaneous or other other expenses out of the fire and added that formal training line. We're getting more requests for training classes, and I would like to get to the point where we can send some people, especially the low cost or no cost classes. So that's, you can see the CIP. It's just keeping it updated. Like I said, we have to advertise that, of course, in the paper. So we will do that procedurally, and address that in September. By all means, any questions come up, look that over. Give me a shout. The only thing I've got on other discussion. You have questions before we move? Sorry. Just trying to stay punctual. Other discussion. So Indiana in 2022, don't quote me on that, I think it was around 2022, they enacted an IC code that requires all volunteer fire chiefs and career fire chiefs, whether it be appointed or elected, to attend this executive fire chiefs class in Plainfield. It's a Monday through Friday class from 8 to 5 days. I was fortunate, I got to go last week and represent Kokomo. It's a great class. It's probably one of the better classes that I did in my 21 years. A lot of great information. Spoke to our chief during the classes as the week was going on. There's another one in February. I requested he get on ACADIS and register for it. I'm going to call State Board of Accounts. I don't believe that it's fair to, and I'll formally propose this once I have the info, but since we're here, I don't feel that it's right to ask a volunteer fire chief to take a week off of work, be it paid or vacation time, to attend a class that's required by IC code and not be compensated for that. It needs to be above that clothing and fuel reimbursement. So I'm going to have a conversation with State Board of Accounts, and I'll consult the township attorney to find out. I know we can do it, it's just I want to make sure we're doing it correctly. And that way he can go and he should not lose any income to go to that. He's volunteering his time, a significant amount of time as the fire chief, so he needs to be duly compensated for that. So I'll make the formal request to you guys, hopefully maybe even at the September or November board meeting. Like I said, it's just we're here, so I figure I would bring it up now and put that in your wheelhouse. That's something that we, I think, need to do. Budget-wise, we'll be fine. I mean, we'll be able to assume that. So that is all I've really got. Do you guys have anything for me? Okay. I think I've downloaded you on everything up to date. Again, I'm not hesitant to reach out to you if something pressing is going on. That's where we're at.
Okay.
That's all I got. You got anything, Sue? Perfect.
All right. Looks like next meeting is August 25th. Again, this is the budget and CIP public hearing at 5 o'clock. And other than that, make a motion to adjourn. All right.